Welcome back to the channel, guys. Today I'm going to talk a little bit more about the spine angle. I did a video a few days ago talking about the impact differing spine angles at the top, at setup and into the delivery, and the influence that has on the path and on the attack angle in your golf swing. If anyone's had a session with myself, invariably there is some form of drill that the Swiss ball will help us with. This has got, I would say, 10 or 12 applications in terms of drills, which will come to you at some stage or other. It's such a great bit of kit because it teaches us how to use our feet, use our pelvis, and use our shoulders. So today, I'm going to show you about spine angle. Now, just to very briefly recap, and I'll move Mr. Swiss ball aside here. In the backswing, we were talking about the relationship of the spine angle relative to the target. The more we lay the spine back, the more the path will come from the inside and the attack angle will be light. The more the spine angle tips to the left, the more the path will try to come outside in. So I want to show you how this Swiss ball can remedy that problem. We're going to take our Swiss ball and we're going to pop it up on our left shoulder here. Now I'm going to take my setup. And the relevance of this point here and the things that you want to feel here is if I can get my left hip feeling like it's underneath the Swiss ball. And this is not the easiest drill in the world, but it's certainly something that's going to give you a sensation for the way the upper body wants to move in relation to the lower body. I'm now going to make a backswing. What I'm going to try to do is I make a backswing. I'm now going to try to roll this Swiss ball towards the camera, and then it's going to roll across the back. And as I do so, I'm looking to now start to tuck my pelvis underneath the Swiss ball. And at the top of my backswing here, now I have my chest feeling much lower to the floor. So the Swiss ball is actually pushing me to the right in relation to my upper body. So again, we can do it with or without the golf club, but I always think if you can get a club in your hand and you can create a drill, it really starts to wake up how it's going to feel when I come to stand on the mat in a moment. So I'm going to make a backswing. Again, my right foot is starting to really try to push my pelvis underneath the Swiss ball. And now you can see again, my chest is down. Now I'm back onto the mat. I'm now going to set myself up. I'm now going to make a backswing, and I'm really going to start to feel how my lower body is really tracking to the left and my chest is tracking to the right. So I really feel this part of my spine and the base of my spine making opposite directions. So my chest is going to try to move this way and my belt buckle is trying to move this way. And I'm going to go ahead and hit one. Shocking strike. But what it proves to me is that it felt different. It felt like another level up of what I do normally. It was thin, touch clean. But just take a look at the TrackMan data. It was 4.5 degrees down. I was inside out 3.4 and the ball drew back to target 1.9. Or the face was close to my path, 1.9. When we're practicing and when we're trying to develop different styles of motion, I really switch off from how I hit the golf ball, how I strike the golf ball, or even the dispersion. What I try to tap into is what it's looking like. Am I moving in the direction that I want to see the shape of my swing? I don't really care about how I've hit it, which is an important aspect on how we practice, and there's a video right there. It could be coming your way. So again, I'm going to make a backswing here. I feel myself tuck under the Swiss ball. Now I'm going to feel my chest a bit lower and make another go. Again, felt tuck under, chest down, 3.8 down from the inside at 3.2 and a face close to path, 1.5. Let's go again. backswing. A tuck under, chest down. So that's how I would go about practicing that motion. Now remember that because the spine is now starting to become much lower in a backswing, there's a few ingredients that you need to make sure you have. And that, first of all, you've got to make sure that you've got yourself a good hold, that the face is well orientated. If I make that same motion and my club face is poorly aligned, I'm going to hit it right because I'm now making my path approach the golf ball from the inside. So that's number one that you need to pay attention to. And number two is the angle of attack. The angle of attack will reduce all of the time the path comes a bit more from the inside and my spine lays away from the target. And so therefore, now that my chest feels lower to the floor at the top of my backswing, in exaggeration, the gap that the handle and the club head is to the floor is now less. And so when you start to make that kind of change, if you don't have enough load and enough set in the golf club on the way down, you're going to whack the club into the floor, because anyone that leans their spine to the left will expand the arc to get the golf ball. Then when you lay your spine back down to create better angles, all of a sudden the ground's going to get in the way. So you need to appreciate this drill would then want to go hand in hand with the lag. And I've done a video on that. And again, there's more to come on that. Understanding this is an ecosystem of movement in the same way as if you're going to do a clean and press with a bar. You've got to move the bar up across your body, you've got to get underneath it and press her up. This is a pattern of movement that you're moving the golf club around you, that you're trying to have energy going into the handle, energy going into your feet, which then makes the golf club swing and hit really quite quickly. That's why we don't need to look at the golf ball. We just need to sense where we are in space. And once we sense where we are in space through the contact in the ground and the contact through the hands, it makes this club and ball come alive. Hopefully that's giving you an insight and a little drill there to get yourself practicing down at the range. With regards to the Swiss ball, you can go down there with a beach ball, anything circular. Go down with a beach ball, you can blow it up in, when you get to the range, you don't have to walk down the range with a numpty, like a numpty with a Swiss ball underneath you. As I say, hopefully that's been useful. Do like, do share and subscribe while you're here, and I look forward to seeing you next time.